your love for me, tuned by your deed. I live and sing when I'm confused. You forgive me and give me grace. Never been treated like this before. Oh, now the Almighty God calling me beloved. So high, so high, so high. Oh, what you had to me, I just wanna say that I really wanna thank you, Lord, for making me your chosen son. Oh, I thank you, God, for loving me. I wanna thank you, God, for making me your chosen son. Oh, I thank you, God, for loving me. Now, you are my fortress, my better help in times of distress. When I have a problem and I get so confused, oh, Lord, you rescued me by your gentle move. I've never been treated like this before by anyone. Now the Almighty God calling me beloved. So high, so high, so high. Oh, what you had to me, I just want to say that I really want to thank you, Lord, for making me your chosen son. Oh, I thank you, Lord, for loving me. I want to thank you, Lord, for making me your chosen son. Oh, I thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, my Lord, our Father. Thank you, Jehovah, our Jehovah, Jalare. Oda kuwa woko iminu kaya oke. Solid imini loko nuyo yeye. I wanna thank you for calling me the chosen one of what you. I want to get by it. In your mother. I'm a cuckoo, watch it. I don't know what you are. I'm gonna do my lawyer. I really wanna thank you, Lord, for making me your chosen son. Oh, I thank you, God, for loving me. I wanna thank you, God, for making me your chosen son. Oh, I thank you, God, for loving me. Yeah, I wanna thank God for loving me, for making me the chosen son. I appreciate you that I am that I am. I'm so glad that I'm your son. I don't know about you out there. We just have to keep giving thanks to the Most High God because it's our maker, Alpha and Omega. Yeah, peace. Willie Workman says so. I'm out of here. Bless up, 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 bless up.
The mighty God, the beginning and the end, the whole in all, the Father of all nations. Welcome to the African Portal Radio. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dumela, Ashe, Moloi, Barisa, whatever the time is, whatever the language you speak all over Africa, we welcome you to the African Voice on the African Portal Radio. We have one of our very own in the house, Willie Workman Oga. is the one that will be hosting on this program today, and it's going to be a beautiful time in the studio. It's already in the studio with me that will be having it together raw on the African Portal Radio. Please share this program. Those of you joining this broadcast, share it. Let it go viral. Our guest today is somebody that's know what he's doing and someone that is well known all over Africa. He's an artist. He's a widow artist. He's also a songwriter, a musician, actor, film writer, filmmaker, entrepreneur, and as well, he's somebody that we respect so much. Our topic for today is role of literacy in social life. That is the conversation that we'll be having today. Share it, let it go for out. Feel free to call us on +277033584 is the number to call. Call that number. Let's have conversation. Let's pick up from here and let's do it together. Together we can, together we will. To those of you that are listening to us all over the world, we greet and we celebrate every one of you and we salute every one of you. We say welcome to the African Portal Radio. We are your one-stop media house. We are for Africa and we speak for all African nations. Welcome to the African Portal on the soil of Africa. We are coming to you live from Victoria, South Africa. I'm so excited and I'm so happy to have this talented and one of the genius, one of the African leader in the studio with me today that will be having this conversation together. It's going to be a brilliant and lovely time on the African Portal this hour. Please share this program. Those of you joining this broadcast, share it. We already sent the link out and we as well, the show is already live on the African Portal, on Facebook, on YouTube, and all the social media. Please share it, let it go viral. My name is Dare Oluson, and welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International. Welcome, sir, and let me just quickly pick my guest up and put him on the spotlight. It's going to be a beautiful time on the African Portal Radio. Welcome to the African Portal, Mr. Willie. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm glad to be part of this valuable program and your station and your platform. You guys are doing great.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is my great pleasure to have you on board as well. And we thank you for being part of what we are doing. It's time for Africa to get to a level where we can tell our story by ourselves. And it's time for Africa to wake up to the reality of the time. We have a lot of talented people in Africa, but unfortunately, it's not really getting there. We are far to reach, and it's time for us to have a dialogue or a conversation that will move us forward. And that is why we bring one of the talented, genius person like you on today's program. Let me give you time to introduce yourself to my listeners at home, where you are, who you are, and the position you hold in the society.
Okay, glad to be on this program. My name is Willie Workman Oga. I'm a filmmaker, and I'm also the founder of advocacy for Widows Empowerment Foundation. I'm also a musician, and also a journalist. I'd say, So basically, this is who I am, and I'm also the president of the Int'L Africa Award.
Thank you very much for that introduction. You are like a kind of person that I can say it's like your name is really Workman, and you have a lot of talent. You are a media, you are into media, journalist, composer, into music, everything that you can mention. Very talented and multitask. Thank you very much for joining us on this African Portal Radio this hour. We have a topic ahead of us that we'll be looking at, which is the literacy and the role of literacy in social life. That is the topic we'll be talking about. But before we go to that topic, I would like to engage you in a few minutes because I play your music and I enjoy the reading and the beat of your music. I watch your movies and I was like, wow, what a talented guy this man is, and he's very, very genius on what he's doing. And as well, I've seen your charisma and what you have contribute in the society, in the community, most especially in the Black community in Africa and in Nigeria. Let me quickly take you these routes. Let's talk about your organization, which is just mentioned now, and the one that you just tell me about, which is Widow Activist. What is it all about? And how do you balance all these things? How do you maintain them? Let's start from there. Then we can take you into the business of the day. But let's quickly lay the foundation from there.
Okay. For me, I think when I started running the foundation officially, before then, in my years as a teenager growing up, I saw how my mother, used to extend a hand of, help to a lot of people trying to meet with their various problems. And I got fascinated with the way she solves problems to make people happy. When they come with their problems, some come crying, some come with a lot of, a lot of complaint. Some even threaten suicide. But by the time she finished counseling them, they try to tell them. So I became inspired that, I was going to take what she done, that is charity. So when my father died, and the treatment my mom was, as a result of our cultural practice, I never believed they were going to subject her to go through all that. Somebody that is deeply rooted in the church, and we're going to bring her to me, somebody who was born in the church and who is still in the church and tomorrow. So, with some of those issues that happened when my father's death burial, I know that I'm going to become a Italian voice to the existing voice on the issue of, the widows and their children. So that was the foundation for like 7 years now, about 5 states in Nigeria. And we've also, with our capacity building, we've been able to, mentor 1 or 2 foundations across Africa who are also taking what we do back here in Nigeria. So for me, I think that is a plus, and it gives me a lot of joy, that people out there are also joining the train to touch lives, to take care of widows and the children.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly take you back to the line of history. Where do you grow up? Can you tell us a bit about your childhood, how you grow up, where you grow up, and what does it look like? Are you from a background of? Are you from a rich background? Let me put it that way, straight the way it is, or are you from a family where you have so much golden spoon in your mouth? Let's just quickly take it from there. Then we can quickly go into the deal of the day.
Okay. Well, I'm not from a rich home. I'm from an average home where my parents were able, to feed us 3 times a day, and we also got shelter. As a result of the nature of my father's job, he was in the air. He was at some point and part of what I do today is also the inspiration I garnered from him and my mom. They are one great. My mom was also my idea. Just like the minister of community so my growing up, I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Victoria and medical practice. I would say I had an opportune childhood upbringing, and but despite that, it also molded me to love my fellow mankind and to live a purposeful life. And like I said, my parents biggest influence today. What I do today is what I copy from them. They're my mentors. They inspire me in everything I do in life. And they are strict disciplinarians. They operate with the people and my siblings. I guess it's very much on us to be positive.
No, I like that, and that really reflects in your career and what you lay your hand on. Let's quickly look at the education background. Where do you school? What school do you? I mean, which school and what are the education background? What does it look like?
Yeah, I went to military school, or the military school. And I went to a community secondary school, Rubini, where I'm from. And from there I went to Kaduna at some point. Then I came back. I also did some courses in Lagos Business School, LBS. And I've also done some online courses on human rights and emotional intelligence, supply chain and logistics. So overall, I've been involved in self-development some skills and charter review and the next fresh course next week on project management. So my time is another way to develop myself, before in life.
No, thank you for that information you are releasing into the space about yourself, your education background, and things that necessary to know about you. Everyone joining us, this is one of our very own Willie Workman Oga on the African Portal Radio. We are having conversation around his journey, his life, and his contribution to the mankind, especially to Africa and Nigeria as a country. Sir, let's quickly go to the business of the day so that we can be able to cover one or two things before we go back to the your music career, your movie career, and some other things. You're also an entrepreneur. You have a filmmaker, a musician, actor. We will get to that, but let's quickly go to the business of the day. The role of literacy in the social life. What is it all about, and what do you know about this, and what do you want to tell our people, especially the role of the literacy in social life? A lot of people seem not to have understanding the role of literacy in social life. Can we quickly talk a bit about that? Then we can go back to where we start with.
Well, I think for me, the role of literacy in social life has to do with information. Getting to know about your environment, getting to know about the policy that guides you in your environment or your community or the society in which you find yourself. And we have, and that comes with a whole lot of, all hands on deck from our parents, from our local community, from our government, and the social groups organizations we belong to, and also the kind of friends we keep, as a peer group. Literacy is all about being educated, about being aware of your environment, the intricacies, that surrounds it. So I think, like I said, we all have, a responsibility to be aware and informed as a result terms of, it could be government policy, talking about your right to education, talking about your right to welfare, talking about your right to Medicare, talking about your right to education, and also your right to also, get stipends from government to survive, and all these things have to do with information and education. Yes, we have our schools out there where we are taught a lot of things. We get to learn different subjects, in school, and then the government also comes up with policy and our fashion, for youth, teenagers, adults, and society at large on how to be guided and to live a period of life, the do's and the don'ts, of life. So, for me, I think literacy, in that sense of informing and educating the public, is very, very important. That the government continue to create avenues for the media, the social media, and through the various educational institutions, through churches, religious organizations, social groups and organizations, even community setups, to disseminate information and interact with its people. So for me, I think the literacy plays a very big role in educating, the public.
Thank you very much for that. Let's quickly look at the issue of, the literacy that we're talking about in Africa. We have a lot of people so-called, literate, that they were learned, they know what they are doing, they understand life, and but if you see their behaviors and their conduct, you will be thinking that, do you really say this person have gone to school? And their behaviors in the public as well and in the society is very, 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 very poor. What is causing that, and what is the solution to that?
I think for me, it has to do with orientation, because there are lots of people who went to school and never passed through school, or allowed school to pass through them. Some grew up in urban areas in the city, but still their attitude, and lifestyle does not reflect, where they grew up. So I think there's a lot involved in people's behavior. It could be cultural, it could be a norm for some people, and some it could be very wrong, and for some people it could be for religious reasons. That's why they behave the way they behave. And for some, there are just some difficult set of people, who doesn't believe in change. So for me, I think some of the risks are used for some of the negative behavior or experiences, some people display, and some have psychological problems. Some could be as a result of low esteem. Problems are enormous. I think, like I said earlier, life is very key, and it's a role that everybody has to play in this society, both from the government, corporate organizations, counselors, and the rest of leaders. I think for me, behavioral change sometimes takes a lot of work, and it takes an individual to want to accept change as well. So it could be psychological, it could be, societal, the communal defense, you know. But having a crave for wanting to, be informed or getting information is another from getting the information and not activating that information. So we human beings are considered differently. So for me, I don't think there's a solution apart from, is an ongoing continuous trend. And that's why we have the radio, the TV, social media to inform and also interact, with people, diverse backgrounds. So I think, both society, government, we all have a role to play,
Okay, thank you very much for that information. Let's quickly look at the current generation and the current society. We're living in a society where the religion have replaced the common sense. Most of the time, because I'm saying this because you mentioned religion, a lot of things happening in our religion that seems to make us look like we are still living in a stone age. You imagine a medical doctor, but in the church, maybe during the church service, pastors tell them to drink a jig or something that is poisonous, something that can damage or kill or even cause a problem to their body. But because the pastors say, because it's religion, they have no choice. They take it and they drink it. Because we have a scenario, we have a case of such in some parts of Africa where pastors say that, okay, you know what, this is jig, it's been blessed, it's anointing, drink it, and everyone drink it. And among the people that died, because 25 people lose their life, and 10 among those 25 people are medical doctor or nurse. What can we call that? Should we say that the society is not really getting the message of literacy, or should we say that people have preferred to follow the religion than to follow the common sense? What is your view to that?
Well, although I try to shy away from the issue of religion Muslims, but it is so glaring and it's an open knowledge that there's a lot of good in it. And we've heard some of these religious people are accused of being able to attract, their memberships and stuff like that. So it will be a surprise, you never can tell, because I think I remember the incident that I read about online. It was all over social media. And somebody said maybe the members were able to die. Because if you have your rights as a medical doctor, who knows the scientific implications of drinking such substance, and you know that of course it will damage and harm your liver, your body mechanics in no time. You wouldn't want to do that except to be on a suicide mission. And I think we're in this time with this period, there's even the Bible that we have a lot of false prophets around. I think that's what we're saying, because this is not religion. Even in the days of, I think you remember where they say in the Bible that they asked people, congregations to go and drink whatever, and a lot of them died. So I think for me, some of these churches are not churches. The way they practice their religion extreme. Religion doesn't require where you have to kill your neighbor, like they want to, they want to, go extra mile, maybe seeking for extra power here and there to be able to get a congregation, to be able to do miracle. That the stories are found online, social media, and all over the internet. So many cases like that. And you begin to, do your analysis, that all the days of the dinosaurs, what that they say, people have applied a lot of material to existence, pushing people to go the extra mile. So for me, I think that is not religion. That is not Christ-like. That is not, that is not Christianity.
Okay, let me take it. Let me take it a bit further. For those of you that you are listening to us, thank you very much. This is the African Portal Radio, your one-stop media house where everyone have a say. We having a very, very, very important topic that we are looking at: role of literacy in social life. If you join this broadcast, you can call us on +27703333584. Let's have the conversation. What do you think is the role of the literacy in our society? Please, let's have dialogue. Let's talk about it. We have one of our very own, Willie Workman Oga, Windows activist, a widow activist and songwriter, musician, actor, filmmaker, entrepreneur on the African Portal right now that we are having conversation. Sir, let me take you out of that. Let's go to the other side of the conversation, which is your own achievement and your own business. I like something about you. There's one of your movies that I watched that I like so much. Let me just give our listener a bit of taste of it. Then we can discuss that and quickly see the importance of this movie in our society and what you are trying to portray to the society.
Football is an everyday lifestyle for me and my homies, man, to keep fit and keep alive. The hope of traveling to Europe in search of clubs as professional footballers. I mean, once in a while, we've had some couple of football agents coming around promising to take us through Agadez to Libya and then to Europe to play professional soccer with clubs that they scout for.
So many things are wrong, we gotta put mommy and stop. If you know where I'm coming from, then you will understand me. Our future generation on a transit. All of them are heading to destruction. Modern slavery taking our children away to a foreign land. Oh no, I feel like the cry. Forcing them into prostitution today. Oh, their family is sorrow. Why you choose to be a slave in another man's land? If you work hard, you can be whatever you wanna be.
Why do we be slave in another man's land? That is another thing that attract me to you. I like all this movie and I like your music as well. Let's quickly look at into this. What bring this out and what are you trying to portray to the society in this?
Okay, as a filmmaker, my focus and my projects actually are all about, advocacy. Advocacy about issues, that affect my fellow Africans. Okay? Now, the issue of irregular migration is a pandemic actually, across Africa and Nigeria particularly as well. We've had a lot of our able-bodied, promising youth, die as a result of, taking a risk, travel by land through Agadez, through the desert, through the Mediterranean Sea, and to Libya. We hope going further to Europe. And over the years, we've had our future leaders die in that process. We've had our future businessmen with business in that process, future doctors, future lawyers, future pastors, future bishops, future imams, and future generals, just to mention a few. So for me, it's a short film. That movie is a short film, if I remember correctly. The movie was actually talking about the whole opportunity, that I found back home in Nigeria. So instead of taking the risk of not having a visa, the legal visa, and traveling like that, you can equally call some of your friends already that are abroad to send you money so that you can start doing business back home here. Because most of the vulnerable people that in the process of traveling as regular migrants, by land, are the youth. And they tend to come and meet them that they don't need to travel by land to Europe. They can take them to cross borders and all that. And they fail to tell them the danger, that is associated with such moves. So for me, I feel, my own contribution to help you to put a stop and, also advising Nigeria and something like that. There are loads of, opportunities around at home. Even though most governments really don't provide for the youth, they have policies that are not favorable to the youth. And the economic hardship, and downturn is also a push factor why a lot of them really want to take the risk to Europe by land. Because of the fear that even if they apply for visa, they won't get. So economic hardship, our government needs to wake up, and formulate policies that will address this issue, because it also contributes to brain drain in Nigeria. So for me, during that movie, I like the dangers of taking such decisions to go by land, and also taking advantage of the opportunity that found at home. That there are areas you can still look at, instead of traveling abroad. And if you must travel abroad, make sure you have documents and fly by air. Which is basically some of the risks behind that movie. Even the latest movie I am working on a just shot. Hopefully it should be out by next month. It's called The Widow's Son.
It's called what?
The Widow's Son. The Widow's Son.
The Widow's Son. No, when that movie is out, let us know so that we can as well put you on the spotlight on that. I've watched some of your movie and I see that the way you put things together is quite different, and it's kind of movie that we need to be putting out there that the youth nowadays will learn a lot of lesson from it. So let me take you back to that's your achievement again. Your music career, your movie, entrepreneur and everything. Can you talk a bit? How do you balance life on all this? When do you have time for all this? You're a businessman. You are artist. You are also a musician. You also compose. You also write songs. When do you have time for all this? And how do you balance life on that?
Well, I think for me every day I think that the great. I keep asking God, I keep asking God to give me the grace, to keep doing that, and giving me the way to be able to create time to, do what I do. Well, for me, musically from childhood, I've always loved music. I started from the church, and I was in the church choir. So basically, I Nation, Shalama, like the gang, musical youth and the rest of them. Back home, the life of Alexo, Crystal Kuti, Falola, and cool. So for me, I've been a more pastor that I see myself. Incidentally, I kind of have to go everything I do. I'm involved with all of the events that I don't mind, but I try to create time. And, I try as much as possible to try and get results for every little thing I do. I also have a the Entrepreneur Africa Award. The Entrepreneur Award is a project that I came up with. Actually, the Women Empowerment Project, because my focus as well is also women empowerment. It's a project to we tend to empower women across Africa who have business ideas and are they submit. They've been actually submitting their business proposals and business plans, and from there, they will bid for the seed money. So that project for me, although we are still looking out for partners who will come on board with us, so that we can try a lot of less privileged women across Africa. We already have entries from some couple of countries, from Ghana, from Botswana, and Nigeria and South Africa. For me, creating time for all these projects and my music career is, I don't look at it as too tasking. I think, like I keep saying, because my dad was a multitasker, and I saw the way he handled, his work brief, and my mom as well, because the ability they had and the way they handled all the different tasks, that came their way at different times, with good results. So in 5 years, and it has actually helped me in life. Everything I do, I try to, apply what I learned from as a child. So, for me, really, having time for projects is not much of a problem for me, really. Naturally, I'm a multitasker. Naturally, I'm a multitasker.
Okay, let me take you through a few questions that I just have for you before we call it a day. Thank you very much, sir. Oloye Adekombi Taye, thank you very much for joining this broadcast. Please share it. Let it go viral. Thank you very much. Let me quickly take you to a few questions that I have for you. Who inspires you and what inspires you?
Yeah, like I said earlier, my parents, they are my role model. Yes, they are my biggest. Apart from God and Jesus Christ, who are, God, as my creator, and Jesus Christ as the Son of God. His works were amazing in those few years that he existed on earth. And so inspiring. Taking it away from spiritual to physical now, which is my parents. My parents have a huge impact on me, on whatever I do today. They've been a source of inspiration for me. My dad is late, but they are my biggest influencers. And I also get inspiration to write songs, like related to my current album, Righteous Woman, which is still exalting and, they're talking about, the upliftment of women. And for me, the inspiration comes naturally from the job I do, from what I do, from the I relate to mankind. The spiritually, sometimes. So
Okay, let's make it a bit faster so that we can be able to cover one or two things. Let me quickly just take you through this. And that is at what point did you decide you want to be in your own actual business? At what point?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said at what point did you decide what you were to be your own entrepreneur, a musician, and all the things that you are just putting together now? At what point, or let me put it this way, at what age do you decide you want to do this? Is it something that you decide to be doing from your childhood, or is it something that you just pick up when you just realize it when you are growing up as a man?
Entrepreneurship has been my first love actually from secondary school because economics was one of my favorite subjects, and in that subject it's from there I developed entrepreneurship, and you won't believe that those things quite young, growing up as a teenager. I even go to companies with my small phone inside to go and look for supply jobs. Because at some point I was doing one of my own things in Kaduna who was with RY Child. And at that time I used to go to the textile company to look for supply jobs. The supply manager will see me and you don't post this slap. Sometimes they will give me an LPO to supply padlocks, and some couple of things. So, at some point I got involved in ginger trade, which was coming, which I was getting from Kaduna, Kaduna, and so, this was for me actually started from my teenage days when I was in secondary school. Because even within the school, I was doing some small business with my friends. When I come to Lagos, while in school. So it's been like that up to now.
So in short, you start all this from your teenagers, from your childhood, or from your teenagers age. Let me take you a bit further because of our time. I would need to be rushing you now. Which part of Nigeria are you from, and what are the things that you see when you are growing up as a child? I'm hearing you. Say that again. Okay. So what are the things that you see when you are growing up as a child in the environment where you grow up that baffled you or that you learn so much lesson from?
One, to be prayerful in life. It is still my guiding principle till tomorrow. To stay focused, to be transparent in all I do. As a human being, transparent as a human being in everything I do. Then also get results in whatever I do in life. Performance. Having that's what was for me. Basically, that's my business.
Okay. Okay, let me quickly take you to your music career so that we enjoy some of your music before we call it a day out of this program. Let's quickly go into one of your music that is really giving me a kind of joy. And I like the job. I like the way everything was put together. Everyone listening to us, this is the African Portal Radio. Please share it, let it go by. Your comment is very important to us. Please send your comment through as well. Let's quickly look at what you say in this music.
Let me tell you why I'm doing the things the way I'm doing it now. I know go low, many trouble. We are sitting on a time bomb. Every day of our life, things are happening, nobody want to know. So much tension in the world. Can't you see the handwriting on the wall? Yeah, no more peace in the world. Working every day for me now. Too much trouble in the world.
You're talking about too much trouble in the world. And remember what we are talking about in the topic for our show for today is the what we title that we call the literacy, the importance of literacy in our society. As somebody that understands and have been so much, been around and been into different things, the role of literacy in our society or in our social life is what we are discussing. This music that you put together, what inspired you to read and what is the message that you are trying to portray to the public?
So, a fellow act on our music label, ENT'L record. His name is Solid M. You know, the world, trouble. There's no part of the world that's not experiencing one or the other. So for us, just to highlight the various troubles and give people hope that things will get better. As time goes on, we have the issue of political crisis, we have revolution, we have economic crisis, we have natural disasters, climate change, limits. So, the world is actually in turmoil, right? So we just pray for God's intervention. People should take it easy and things should get better.
Okay, Okay, thank you very much. Let me quickly take you to the aspect that is very, very important to us. A lot of people are listening to you that they would like to do business with you. A lot of people are listening to you all over Africa, in Ghana, in Cameroon, in all over Africa. People are listening to you and they are watching you. Some of your video have been playing on the program as well as the program is continue. I want you to quickly release that. This is very important. This is the aspect where we actually pay for, and this is the aspect that is very, very important to us. We want to put you on the spotlight now to sell your job and to sell your product, and to also put you on the spotlight for people to do business with you. This is the time that you need to tell people what you are doing, how you want people to come on board, how you want people to assist you, how you want people to be part of your team. This is the aspect. And I'm giving you 5 minutes for that to quickly tell the world what you are expecting and the number to call on social media where to get you and where you are on other social media as well. Your email, your website, if you have one. Please quickly release that to the people, then we call it a day.
Okay, basically, we're actually looking out for partners across Africa and beyond for our Miss Entrepreneur Africa Awards project. Because this is a huge project that entails a lot in terms of seed money, logistics, and all that to plan. So if we can get partners that will come on board, for us to empower women, young women, across Africa. Then also our foundation, Advocacy for Widows Empowerment Foundation, we also look forward to getting our partners on board so that we can continue to empower widows in Nigeria and their children. From skills acquisition to getting funds to buy them to for their family, and their well-being. And for their children, we also have the sponsor a widow child educational program. Where we sought for scholarships for their children, because some of them are so poor that they can't afford to sponsor their children to school. And if you give a child education today, you definitely have a right to tomorrow. So these are two key projects we look forward to, having more partners, more people, both organizations and individuals, to come on board and partner with us. For the Int'L Africa Award, the website is www.neafrica.org. Or you can find us on Facebook, the Int'L Africa Award. And our website is www.advocacyforwidows.ng. And we're also on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, Advocacy for Widows Empowerment Foundation. You can there, hook up with us, send us a mail. Our phone numbers are there. We can have a chat. Or you can reach us on +234 80230 Or you can reach us through the presenter of this program. And we'll be so glad to have you on board.
Thank you very much. It's my great pleasure to have you on the African Portal Radio as we are putting you on the spotlight. For those of you that are listening to us, it's time for business now. Please call him now and do business with him. We have a lot of things that is going to help African citizens. We know we have a lot of challenges in Africa, when we are talking about the widow, when we are talking about the children, when we are talking about the education, when we are talking about the social life. And these are the aspects that is very, very good on and is doing well to make sure that they address some of the problem and the issue and are facing the people, especially in day-to-day life. So please get connected to him. His number will be on the screen for you to call him. If you want to call him, it's also on the Facebook, it's on all the social media. You can get connected to him. And thank you. You want to say something, sir? So thank you, everyone joining us. Thank you for
having me on this program.
Thank you so much. It's my great pleasure to have you on this program. This is what we do for living, and this is how we need to promote ourselves. It's time for Africa to wake up to the reality of supporting each other, of promoting each other, of telling the story of each other, and of putting smile on the face of each other. That is what is going to make Africa to great again, and that is what we are doing on the African Portal Radio. If there is anything God have laid in your mind to support our dream and our vision as well, you're more than welcome to do that. Let's do it together. Together we can make Africa great again. We are doing it and we're making it happen without even having any sponsor. But if there's anything God have laid in your mind as well to support this vision with, is welcome as well. God bless you. Thank you very much for coming out to be part of this show this hour. Let me just give you time to say goodbye to our listeners as we round up the show, and your music will be on the spotlight till the end of the day.
Very much.
Just mention your names to our listeners again and tell them goodbye. Then we'll see you on the other side.
Okay, thank you very much. It's nice having me, Willie Workman Oga, on your program, and for reaching out. And I wish your station the best. Good morning, July. Probably good one. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. William. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being part of us. Thank you for being part of the African Portal. We're looking forward to have big, in cooperation with you and to have a nice time again. Anytime I'm in Nigeria, I'll get in touch with you as well. And I would love to be part of what you are doing in that great country, Nigeria. God bless you. We look forward to have you again on the African Portal. And I believe anytime we call you, you will answer us. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye for now. Everyone listening to us, thank you very much. This is the African Portal Radio coming to you live from Victoria here in South Africa. This will be the end to this broadcast for this hour. Please share it, let it go for. My own name is Dare Oluso. We discuss a very important issue of the literacy, and that is what we discuss as we host Mr. William Workman Oga, widow, artist, songwriter, music actor, filmmaker, entrepreneur. And the topic for today is role of literacy in social life. And you can call us on +277033584 if you have anything to say on it. The music of this man will be on the program from now till the end of the day. Enjoy it, share it, let it go viral. My name, Nick, once again, is Dare Olufson, and I thank you for coming out to be part of this show. God bless you, really good. Have a beautiful afternoon. Join us tomorrow on our show on King FM 103.9 FM Ibadan. Join that show. Oreke Duduyemi Oreke will be on that program to present as well. Join us as we'll be on the field tomorrow to go and get some nice content for our show on DSTV channel 260 on our show Gold. The repeat of that show will be on this evening again. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Southern region, turn your TV to channel 260 and watch Gold by 7:30 tonight. God bless you, very good. Tune your TV to channel 260 on DSTV. Watch God. God bless you, very good. I'll see you again on Friday by the grace of God. Enjoy your time and have a beautiful day ahead of you, and enjoy every moment. Life is good when you take it easy. So take it easy and have a beautiful day ahead of you. See you again on Friday as we'll be hosting one of our very own. Watch all our program, share it, let it go viral. God bless everyone loving us. God bless everyone sending us message. God bless you, and we will see you again by the grace of God. God bless everyone. Thank you very much, Mr. William Workman. Thank you very much for being part of this show. We really appreciate it. Thank you, and God bless you really good. To everyone, is goodbye from here. We'll see you again by tomorrow on our radio, King FM 103.9 FM in Ibadan. Enjoy this music, share it, let it go viral. If you want to download this music, go to YouTube. All his music is there. Is available. Just put his name, you will get all the information. His name is on the screen, Willie Workman Oga. Get connected to him, and God bless you. Very good. Bye for now.
In my life, like there is no tomorrow. Let me tell you why I'm doing the things the way I'm doing it now. I know Golo, many trouble. We are sitting on a time bomb. Every day of our life, this is happening, nobody want to know. So much tension in the world. Can't you see the handwriting on the wall? Yeah, no more peace in the world. Working every day is moving a war. Too much trouble in the world. Save my life. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. Too much trouble in the world. Can't save my life. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. This not the one where another man steal another man property, then call him smart man. This not the one where another man kill another man and they call him a hero. We are living in a crazy world. It's a crazy world where we live. We are living in a mad world. It's a crazy world where we live. No be here we do waste next chop our money go. It's a crazy world where we dare so any man will stand like one in another man chest. The president and president, too much trouble in the world. Lord save my life. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. Too much trouble in the world. Lord save our lives. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. As you see me so, as you see me, they worry about nothing anymore, anymore. You they feel me so, I know they care about nothing anymore. What is the use of having all the weight in the world and you cannot feel good? So what is the point in amassing all this property and still you are not happy? Give to the widows, give to the homeless, give to the world and let the world be good. Stop all this hate speech. Bomb me and bomb you is nothing. Too much trouble in the world. Lord save my life. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. Too much trouble in the world. Lord save our lives. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. I don't want no trouble in the world. I don't want to save my life. I don't want no worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind. You can make a man of trouble and no one is no matter what save our lives. So much worries in the world. I wanna clear my mind.